Can you make me co-host, Pastor Tim?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our New Jersey's Chanshamon prayer vigil. Today is Tuesday, July 9th. Let's begin by greeting our heavenly parents and true parents. Chanjin Champunange Kyungbe. Baro. We will now recite the family pledge, first in Korean.
가장 만세 이 정월국 전인 우리 가족은 참사랑도 정심하고 하나님과 장부모님을 모시어 전도의 대표적 가정이 되며 정신적 가정이 되어 가족선인 효자 국가에서는 전신 세계에서는 성인 선주에서는 선주의 가정의 대로를 완성하실 만세나이다.
Thank you. Number 2, our family, the owner of Chanokuk, pledged to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the heavenly parent and true parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. Thank you. Now for opening prayer, can I please ask Mrs. Keo Parker to open us up in morning prayer, please?
Our loving heaven parents, beloved our two parents, heaven and earth, good morning. And we love you so much. And thank you so much. Give us beautiful day. Summer is very hot. We usually complain, but you are so clever to give us whole season, where that we have a whole season without the summer heat and sun. Vegetable and fruits, all those things cannot grow. We really need heat. So instead of complain, we live with it and appreciate it. Having parents, even if this heat, mother in South America, I know South America is going to the winter, but still hot. She take long flight and I get there with her age. Having parents, please protect her health and safe. If she can still her leg and lower back is hard, so she can even walk well. Having parents, she is so urgent. Also, her mind is unite to make a unity of North and South Korea to make God's nations in Korea and to offer training center to you. Having parents, we want to be same heart with her. So urgent, even less 9 months and plus to get the April 13th next year. Until that time, we had to make North and South Korea. We really need a miracle. So in lots of so many Korean brothers and sisters attending nighttime prayer vigil, 10 to 1 a.m. Even people come from far. That's not easy every day to get it together, but they are doing Because of that, there's so much miracle happen. Having parents, we would have that urgent and it's very, very seriously feeling. Not only Korea, also to make unified North Korea. Mother say, no, Korean by itself cannot do it. Neither Japan and America, especially this help this country. Having parents, we are in America. We want to be her seriousness and her urgentness and even our daily life and attend to this morning Chonshima prayer vigil. As every place have evening prayer vigil. We want to try to as much as possible join there to get the same oneness with to resonate to parents, to mother's heart, and having parents, your heart, to accomplish, achieve that goal. That is your goal, to parents' goal, and everybody's goal, our unificationist. Having parents, thank you so much. Even today we can gather together here and pray together in the center of Chonshimon and hear your word through to Mother. Thank you so much. I pray name of Kyoe Parker, bless center family, Arju.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Parker, for that beautiful opening prayer. All right, we will now go into our morning light stretches. So we'll begin by taking 3 deep breaths in and out. Deep breath in and breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This side. 1. Push forward. 5, 4. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. In the last 10 seconds, stretch or massage any body part. 9, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Janet, sometimes we can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, we will now go into our breakout rooms.
Come on. Right, yeah. It's raining now. It's too much.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed their breakout rooms today. I had a very big breakout room today, so can I please ask Mr. and Mrs. Lepelkin to share their appreciations for today?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Yeah, last weekend was we had a long 4th of July weekend, and I'm still reminiscing on that and appreciative of living in America at this time. I think a lot of times we forget about all the liberties that we have here until we see or hear stories of millions of refugees around the world looking for a better life or not having a home for their families and just searching. So even in a lot of democratic countries, we're seeing, like, we know the story now in Japan of, even it's a strong democratic country, but still a lot of religious liberties are being denied there as well. So just very happy and grateful to be in America at this time. Yeah, me.
Yes, my appreciation was to mothers. Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, we got $10. Only we got $10. Yeah, like a Christian, believe in Jesus. By believing that, they are saved. Yes, but anyway, we are an educationist. Beyond, yeah, really uniting with two mothers. We are living in the kingdom of heaven. That's kind of spirit, I had to keep and remind myself, 24/7, uniting with my mind and bodies and to really whatever my task or my 5% portion responsibility. And we are living in kingdom heaven, Junggyeok. And yeah, thank you so much.
Right, thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Lepelkin, for sharing that beautiful appreciation this morning. All right, we will now be moving on to True Mother's memoir. So please prepare your hearts and your minds as we listen to Dr. Marie Curry as she shares True Mother's reading and her insights for today. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Now let us please read our wonderful words from our true mother. He invited me to enter the stadium in an open car. The plan was for me to circle the stadium field, greeting the participants before making my way to the stage. Due to the rain, we adjusted the plan and closed the roof of the car. Even so, as we exited the tunnel onto the field, the crowds broke into a deafening roar. The participants rose, waved, and shouted, "Mother Moon!" as the vehicle made its way through an honor guard. But after we had driven a few meters onto the field, a miracle occurred. The heavy rain suddenly stopped. The crowds moved into the unsheltered stands to see me, and instantly we saw that the stadium was packed. I once again felt gratitude for our joyful Heavenly Parent, who is always working behind the scenes. We opened the roof of the car, and Prophet Redebe and I waved and greeted the rapturous crowd. The cheers and shouts of the audience were incredible. It truly was an amazing sight. Prophet Redebe looked at me and proudly said, "Mother, the whole stadium is filled." I went on stage to officiate the blessing ceremony. For the first time in human history, we held a continental blessing ceremony with Africa, the first continent to receive the honor. 162 couples representing 54 countries, consisting of 54 newly married, 54 already married, and 54 religious, government, or tribal leader couples took the stage. Seated on the stage were more than 100 representatives, including 5 current heads of state and official government delegates. Among the blessing participants and VIPs were 6 former heads of state, 12 parliamentary speakers, 140 parliamentarians, 219 traditional rulers, 127 major religious leaders, and more than 80 media representatives from 30 countries. Thank you, Mother, for offering us such a taste of such a victorious time in our providential history. Now, please bear with me while I share my screen. All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we could see it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So, when reviewing this section, I was really asking Heavenly Parent what he wanted to share through this. Because on the surface, it was a deeper explanation, right, of the blessing ceremony that was held, that we talked about over the last couple days. It was this December 7th, 2019 marriage blessing ceremony for 200,000 in Johannesburg, South Africa. And the two things that he really put onto my heart to talk about was miracles and walking in faith. So let me start with miracles, because I think this is I don't want to say the most important part, but an important part of what really spoke to me in this section. The miracle that was shown here was that this was the first continental blessing of human history. The first one. Look at all those people coming from all over Africa. Look at these beautiful brides. Look at how filled the stadium is. This was the first continental blessing that God could claim. The stadium was filled. There were heads of states and VIPs, and they stayed there and received the blessing, even though it was pouring rain. If you recall from yesterday, right, the people were soaked to the bone and still dancing and celebrating. Heads of states and VIPs stayed through these types of weather conditions to witness this miracle. Now, for those of you who have experienced mobilization and blessing preparation and preparing for these types of events, we can attest to how challenging it is and how much nurturing it takes to bring people to a blessing. And then once we're there, how much effort it takes to keep people there, especially if the weather conditions are less than desirable with the heat or rain or all of these things. And so for this, I want us to sit a moment and I want us to remember what we read today. I went on stage to officiate the blessing ceremony. For the first time in human history, we held a continental blessing ceremony with Africa, the first continent, to receive the honor. 162 couples representing 54 countries, consisting of 54 newly married, 54 already married, and 54 religious, governmental, or tribal leaders, couples took the stage. And there was more than 100 representatives, including current heads of state and official government delegates. Now, as we say congratulations and great job to Africa and to all those that helped prepare it, but let's let that sink in. Where our Heavenly Parent, after thousands of years of history, could finally sit and be present in a blessing where they were being welcomed symbolically by an entire continent. How much God must have been relieved and hopeful and proud of the arduous efforts, not just of Africa, right, but of the whole providential history. That fruit in this substantial form was being harvested. How much longing and relief God must have felt. This was a profound miracle that we had the privilege of being a witness to. on many levels and to be a part of. When reading this section, I was reminded of something that True Mother once said to me and Milhan Stevens, but also at a couple of meetings that we were at. Now, this is not exact words, so please, don't quote on this exact verbiage. However, the gist of it was that when heaven desires and man's efforts meet, miracles happen. And True Mother asked us to be miracle makers. So all those who participated in the blessing in Africa and helped it to become possible were in concert with God being miracle makers. We are partners with God, and God needs us to help make these miracles happen. And miracles aren't these things that are far away from us. They're not. They are right at our fingertips. And so, in connection with what I mentioned yesterday, right, hearing God's voice into our hearts and acting upon it in the time we're in, that is how we become miracle makers. It's not far out of reach. It may seem daunting, but True Mother, True Father, God has asked us to be in tune with heaven's desires and put in our efforts so that these miracles can happen. And this leads to the next part that I took away from this, and that is walking in faith. I once again felt gratitude for our joyful Heavenly Parent who's always working behind the scenes. With True Mother saying this, she recognizes that God is always with us, even when we don't feel Him or see Him, or things are hopeless or futile. God is always with us, and it's important for us to walk in faith. It could have easily been a very understandable situation if during this blessing people became discouraged, upset, and started thinking negative thoughts, right? It's raining. How are we going to get there? Like, there's all these things. We had all these things prepared. Now they're ruined. But God is right there, always with us, working behind the scenes to make the best of any situation that we're in, ready to help us make those miracles, waiting to let His, waiting to let His will be done in tandem with us. From this passage, what came to my heart was the importance to not get discouraged because God is with us, to keep hope, to walk in faith and keep moving forward. And I want to emphasize moving forward, right? Because it was raining, there's big storms planned, right? That's what we've been reading over the last couple of days. But they didn't stop the blessing, they didn't cancel it, right? They trusted and walked in faith that God would make the way possible and that people would come. And so the importance of moving forward while walking in faith. We may not understand or see the whole picture, but we must act in faith and keep doing what God calls us to do. Officially, through true parents and our own divine calling that God speaks into our hearts through the Chung Shaman, through prayer, through conditions. This quote, this section that we read today, also evoked another memory that I had the privilege to share with True Mother when I was at a leaders meeting in Korea a few years ago. And this has been mentioned a couple times after that. But your mother said she felt like during the season she was in a sandstorm. She could not see, she was blinded, but had to find the needle to set history straight and help fix the shirt that was buttoned slightly off of the shirt of the Providence. Though she could not understand or see, even though, and this part is my commentary on this, even though she couldn't see all the actions that people were going to do, all the different responsibilities that were at stake, even though she was blinded and she could not see, she walked in faith. She couldn't let God suffer anymore. And even though she couldn't see, even though it must have been terrifying, and many would have been frozen, not knowing what to do next, she kept moving forward, kept walking in faith. Even though she didn't know exactly what was going to happen at this blessing in Johannesburg, she still walked in faith, trusting that if man and human beings did their portion of responsibility, God would take care of the rest and a miracle would occur. And that is exactly what happened. You know, this is one thing that makes me so grateful for True Mother, because she's teaching us how to overcome fear and to keep moving forward. I can't imagine what our true parents have gone through in this providential history. All I can do is do my best to try to empathize and embrace and grow my heart so that hopefully we can find a space where we can ease God's heart a little bit more, where we can fulfill what we are meant to do. I was just thinking of a time shortly after I was blessed, I went skiing for the second time in my life. You know, at that point, I only seen snow twice. And it was snowing. It was a huge snow blizzard, so high that our car got covered with snow. We couldn't even find our car. We couldn't see any of the cars in the parking lot. It looked just as if it looked like it was just one big mountain of snow. And I tried to ski, but I couldn't go more than 2 steps because I couldn't see my hands in front of my face. And I was so scared. I know this is a simple memory and nothing like what Mother experienced. But the fear that paralyzed me made me feel like I never wanted to be like that again. I didn't want to walk in fear. I wanted to walk in faith. And True Mother has shown me how time and time again. And that's one thing I hope that we can all learn from True Mother is walking in faith. So today's points to ponder is one of action, one of hope, one of endless possibilities that we are all capable of if we stay true to our connection to God and connect to one another and work together. And that is participate in miracle making and walking in faith. I want to ask you all today, as we read Mother's words, and I know all of you have given so much and have been a part of so many miracles, whether or not you see it or have seen it or not. But I want to ask you again to heed our Mother's precious words and let us together make more miracles so we can bring more smiles to God. Let us walk in faith. Let us trust in God. And even when we're scared, let's put one step in front of another. Let's do it together so that we don't have to be in fear. I just want to reference one last thing that really reminded me of this, that we're all in this together in miracle making and in our journey with true parents, is that when we come together in community, weaknesses, right, are lessened and strengths are uplifted. And there's so many times where things seem impossible, that there's no way could we have done a 10,000 person rally in Madison Square Garden in 40 days to mobilize, to get everyone coming, right? No way could we have done that unless it was a modern day miracle where we all worked together, opened ourselves up to God's guidance, yeah. Anyways, I'm so sorry for taking so long. I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. Let's be miracle makers with God and let's walk in faith.
Wow, thank you so much, Mrs. Carey, for that beautiful reflection and sharing your heart. And I know for me, I could truly feel a true mother's heart through your words today. And I'm sure everyone can feel that as well. I can see in the Zoom call, everyone's beautiful faces just smiling while you're speaking today. So thank you so much for that. But unfortunately, due to time, we will not be going into our breakout rooms today, but please feel free to share any key takeaways or insights in the chat so we can all read. But now I would like to pass it on to Pastor Takino for any announcements and closing prayer for today. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Yes, we are the miracle worker. July 9th. Yeah, this is our prayer point, 40 days. True Mother's health and victory of her Brazil rally. Victory for Korea as the father nation for the reunification of South and North Korea. Victory for Japan as the mother nation, especially in her court case. Victory for the USA as the elder son nation. All US leaders unite as one with True Mother, sending 1,000 new blessed couples to Korea next year, sending 250 ACLC blessed couple to Korea next year, making a 10 million donations for Chon Won-gun entrance ceremony. Victory in the UCI case. The US President meeting True Mother. Revival of the next generation, all blessed families to connect to the Chon Shin-won Providence and establish a vertical alliance, and 1,000 new family members join. Okay, so second group of the Chon Shin-won workshop, Las Vegas, begin from tomorrow, Wednesday until Friday. And this time, Reverend Dunkley inviting the Secretary General couple, all region, but also he invited especially sub-region one, kind of the representative. So Pastor Naokimi, me, and Yastaka, Jake, we will go to the Las Vegas from tomorrow. But we have this morning devotion continue. Only different, only, but unfortunately, evening prayer vigil, Tuesday and Saturday we have, but between the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we have no evening prayer vigil. So only tonight and tomorrow morning, we have a prayer vigil. But mainly, what we do there, we have a sincere devotion. The Wednesday night, we start our prayer vigil from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So every day. So that is one of our focus. So we go to the Chon Shin-won Las Vegas together. And we can share the detail when we come back. Okay. And the prayer morning prayer breakfast from Pastor Richard Green's church. So if you'd like to join the only, because of the size of the church, only 40 people, and the 10 people, I think, or less, only space for the seat. So if you want to join to this wonderful prayer vigil, and Reverend Sykes sharing about the blessing, so please contact your coordinators. And as I shared, that this is very important. We like to share more detail of the 10-month plan until April 2025. And we like to offer 3 important points: blessing, new membership, and Chongwon-gun donation. Blessing, new membership, and Chongwon-gun donation. So we like to offer all 3 join the national goal, and we like to offer to True Mother. And as True Mother said, the Chongwon-gun is the last offering of the True Mother. So how much True Mother is serious to offer Chongwon-gun, then as we know, True Mother need our help to build a temple and offer Chongwon-gun to Heavenly Parent. It's the first time we offer to the Heavenly Parent. So please schedule this July 21st from 12:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. And now we know that we got the park. So August 4th, Sunday, we have a sports and a music festival at the Witherbrook Park and the Christian Church afternoon at the music festival. So we like to invite all second gen who are actually the passion of the sports and the music. And the following week is the national BCSF. We like to support them to go to the BCSF, Indianapolis. So I hope that many second gen can join this sports and the music festival, August 4th. Okay. Yes, so starting tomorrow, I won't be here, but I try to find out somebody to protect or keep this Chonshinwon prayer room. If not, I can't find, I'm going to connect from the Las Vegas. But I hope that at 3 a.m. Las Vegas. Okay, so today we'd like to invite Mr. Bruce Band, representing prayer.
Good morning, Heavenly Parent and true parents. Lord, to give us miracles, but those miracles are based on a lot of hard work also. Imagine, we don't have to imagine, but a whole continent that could receive our true parents. We've got one. We've got one. We've got a continent. Let's get our continent. Let's get our continent. We have to make our miracles. A lot of us here are the first generation, or we are what they call the next generation. It's our children. We are the foundation of this church that we are making. Maybe the better word is the community that we are making. A lot of people are afraid of the word church. Let us make a community. If people can come to a community easier, Let's make a great community, like the one True Mother talks about. One where people come and don't want to leave. We can do it. We can do it. We've seen it before. We've done it before. But we are the foundation. We're the older part of the foundation. Our children are the newer part of the foundation, but they are still, it's just the foundation. We are new. Our community, our organization, it's new. It's so new. So we're the ones that have to put down this foundation. No matter what's the country, we have a lot of countries represented here because many missionaries came, and so we pray for these countries who are represented. Radebe, he is who Jesus wanted. He wanted John the Baptist. We got John the Radebe, and he was the John the Baptist. Somehow, a prophet knew. The prophet knew who his mother is, and he honored her. He honored her, and we have to honor her also, along with our true Father. Let's do our best, brothers and sisters. Let's do our best, especially with our children, because we need them. We're getting old, just quite simply, and we need them. Just like True Mother needs her children, that's us too. Yeah, our children can help a lot. They can help loads. Yeah, their walking is a little faster than ours. Right? I pray my name, Bruce Burns, bless Central Family. Aju.
Please feel free to unmute for unison prayer.
Heavenly Parents,
Heavenly Parents,
true parents,
victorious true parents of heaven and earth. Deeply grateful community.
but not least, the 10 states
Already
and
share
New Jersey, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, New York,
to mothers
Connecticut,
to offer the Shamanga
Rhode Island,
and the Chanel Sanctum.
Maine.
Tremble one.
All the
Breathe and guide us
Hey, God, come to Greenwich. The other regions,
and
Canada,
and
accomplish
with all our heart
goals of the state.
to make it happen.
over our fear
All
and
of the state.
Heavenly Parent, we need a miracle too.
We
The Catholic Church.
as Mother Nation,
love to be born in this
the USA as their
word
Hungry.
ideas and into a mission
We reach
couples
it.
really $10 million
No, you. You're with us.
aligning ourselves with
Whatever we
eternity.
can.
by the Bible and the
Hopefully the music support of the schools that we can really make really make our fraternity
half a mile
to really work to find
all of us and sisters
and the school.
40
years of really work to
hey
make that organization they do find more students.
Photo op. Eternally joyful.
Allow me to come here to my brother
Joy of this way.
Leslie Ellis Lieutenant Max,
Mother,
all the brothers,
flaming sword into
all the
the
leaders.
womb.
You are a big God. You are really great. Really great.
It's
I don't
yeah,
need my own
all the
for all
veterans
the
that
things you do.
Have to really find ways to
and I
expand
say
school to
Inspiration for your
the
healing,
greater community
for
graduation.
your guidance,
to make that work.
please.
Bless
You
I
have
don't have any parents.
my brothers and sisters.
May the
we
show
ask
be with you.
Aju, aju, aju. Thank you. Well, that concludes today's prayer visual. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here today. And I hope everyone has a beautiful Tuesday, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.
Bless you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a blessed
Have
day.
a sweet time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
great day, everybody.
Joey,
Thank you, Virtual
Tyler,
everyone.
Morning, Dr.
Hello.
Alice and Alexa,
Hello.
Have a wonderful day.
Chris,
Dr. Bismarck.
Bob, Mari, thank you.
Thank you very much,
Warren,
Dr. Ward, and it's
Joey,
yes, thank you,
Dr.
Stuart.
Michael.
Okay,
Barry,
thank you very much.
Hello.
Thank you.
Have a victorious day. God bless you.
Yishi,
Madam Kelly, Yoshida, Yoshiko. God bless you. Barry.
Kim Samonim.
God bless
안녕하십니까.
you. Chris.
Pastor Kino, thank you. Friend, I guess that's about everyone. Everyone, have a good day. Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye. Goodbye. Bye, Yasukon. Goodbye, Yasu.
Wow. Maximilian is fully functional.
Bye, Yuko-san. Goodbye, Joe. Goodbye, you all. Have a glorious day.
Shana, she had a long name.
Amen. Very good. You did it.
The liberation on this call because she was depressed for a long time.
Okay.
She rejected.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah, one can be happy or one can choose not to be. John, who is Sandra Lowen? John Lowen? You know? Sandra Lowen?
oh, is that
Sandra.
black and white couple?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was Sunburst, which is my first blessing partner
Okay.
who played bass. Sandra's husband, John Lowen, he's crazy.
Oh, okay.
And he scared Warren Pond because he was intense Jewish.
Bye. I love you.